Greetings, it's the New York Thrifter here. I am back with another haul. This time I went to the Goodwill bins or the outlet store in Queens, which is quite a long journey for me because I have to go across town and then into Queens. It usually takes me about an hour to get there, so I only do it maybe once a week or even, once or twice a month. And at the bins, you pay by the pound. I believe I got about 68 pounds this trip, which means at $1.29, I paid $88. I had $10 in loyalty points for Goodwill. So I paid $78, which means every piece I got was about $1.35. And I'm not going to weigh everything. Some was a little less, some was a little more, but let's just go with $1.35 per piece. First up, we've got some tops. This is a Loft silk tank with a ribbon on top, which I thought would be really nice in a flat lay. Obviously, it's a little out of season, but we'll get there. Summer is coming. Here is a sweater, so definitely more in season. Club Monaco. I've been trying this brand out a little bit to see how it does. It's got a pretty good resale price point. I haven't sold anything yet, but $1.35, I figure this will go very easily into my eBay store. Next up is Hugo Boss button down. I don't know how well this is going to sell. I think, just looking up online, it seems like the brand does rather well for resale. I don't know how fast it's going to happen, but again, up on my eBay store. Here is a nice striped shirt. It's a Puella, I think. I'm not sure if that's how you say it, but it is really cute. It's extra long, so very much kind of a tunic wear with leggings, some great stripes. If this was a size larger, I would probably be keeping it for myself. And a Madewell tank top. Love Madewell, a division of J. Crew. It's got some great stripes. Again, it's not necessarily in season, but it will go in my store anyway for when it does get warmer. De-Rigger. Never heard of this brand before, but it felt really, really nice. It felt like it was a quality item. It is a 3/4 sleeve, kind of an oatmeal dark tan color. Now, when I did get this home, I did notice there was a little bit of staining on the front. That's not a stain, that's just a piece of fuzz. A little bit of staining or darkening here on the front. I am going to take some OxyClean to that and see if I can get that out and post it. One of my favorite brands, Vince. This goes into my Poshmark closet where Vince does very, very well. Just a small gray tank top. Ellie Tahari. This is a blush pink button down. It looks like the tag was cut out or fell out and then somebody tried to put it back on with green thread. I'm probably just going to take that off and just say, hey, the tag is starting to come off. But the actual shirt itself is in really good condition. It's got some like really fun ruching and details on it. I know there's a lot of Tahari out there. Tahari by Adam Levine, I think. A lot of just Tahari. I believe the LA Tahari is the highest reselling brand. It costs the most when it's new, if I'm not mistaken. So for a little over $1.30, that'll be my first LA Tahari going up into my eBay store. Free People, we all know the brand. We all love the brand. It does really well. I'm going to be posting this up on Poshmark. It is pretty summery, but I figure, there's people living in Florida and California right now. They can definitely use some Free People. This is another Vince. This one is a little more in season because it does have the long sleeves on it. I'm going to wash this up and steam it, make it look really nice, and put it up in my Poshmark closet. Loft. This is a quarter sleeve kind of ruffle in the front shirt. It's pretty sheer, so you have to wear something underneath it. Now, if this was full price at the Goodwill, I probably wouldn't buy it just because Loft, it does well, but not spectacular. However, because it was in such great condition and it's got such gorgeous, bright coloring, I decided to pop it up on probably Poshmark, do a flat lay with it, and see if I can get anybody interested. Phillip Lim is a well-known designer. This, of course, has the Target mark on it, which means this is his collaboration with Target. It is a peplum style black top with the crystal beading around the neckline. I, again, would not have spent full price on this. You know, it obviously was at a Goodwill store because the price point for a lot of these collabs just isn't there. However, I will put it up on eBay. I will probably mark it around, you know, $16.99. Take a best offer of anything over probably $13 for it. Left of Center, a great brand, newly discovered by me. This is sold by Anthropologie. It is a super, super saturated t-shirt, but it's got some details, including some kind of rayon here in the back, so you have a different type of cloth, which makes it something really special. I think this is really, really nice. I love the super deep color. This is going to be going into my Poshmark closet. And finally, for shirts, I have this linen tee by Loft. It is new with tags, originally $34.50. I will probably be posting this to eBay, and because it is new with tags, I'm expecting to get, you know, hopefully maybe $14 for it, but we'll see how that goes. Moving on, we're going to get into some of the workout wear that I purchased. The first one, some exercise pants from Victoria's Secret. It's the Sexy Sport. You've got, you know, just the turquoise on top and a black pant on the bottom. Probably going to be posting these up onto my Poshmark account to see what I can get. And then I have the iconic Lululemon. As you can see, these pants are very worn. Lots of fuzz balls and kind of not in the best condition. Here on the interior, you can see a lot of pilling. But even in not great condition, for a little over $1.30, I would definitely get these, clean them up the best I can, and put them onto my Poshmark account. This is a brand that I recently saw. Nicole State at State's Place was doing a video. She didn't know how to pronounce it, but she knew that it sold rather well. Maybe Now brand, I'm not sure. It is a jacket that you wear while exercising, which is great. You know, being winter, you definitely need something to keep you warm if you're going to go jogging in the morning or the evening, and this would definitely foot the bill. Again, I did an average price of, you know, a little over $1.30 per piece, and so it's going to be really exciting to see what kind of return this can get me. I'm hoping to put that up on eBay. This is a maxi dress, and the reason I put it into my activewear is because of the brand. Not sure how to pronounce it. It's Luel, maybe? It is a small maxi with stripes, and this brand, it does okay. It's not, it does not sell for as much as, you know, like a Lululemon. However, it is a well-known brand. People are looking for it, and I'm going to be putting this maxi up on my eBay store. And then a couple more shirts. I've got a Nike Pro extra small, you know, maroon color and great shape. Putting that up on eBay. I believe this is it a, no, two more Lucy. So I'm done with the Nike, but I do have 2 Lucy shirts. Lucy is an activewear brand. I don't find that it sells particularly well. If this was full price, I would not have purchased it. However, because it was at the bins, I figured let's take a chance on it. With Lucy, you can always tell because it has this little orange embroidery at the bottom of all of their pieces. And so I'm going to pop this up. It's in great condition for a little workout shirt, and it is purple, which is a very popular color. And then a second Lucy right here, and this one is looser workout shirt, kind of a knit shirt. You've got the branding right there on the bottom, and again in the purple color. So I will see with kind of a cowl neck design up here on top how much I'm able to get for it. Up next is pants and jeans. These are probably, if I wasn't, taking the average amount of how many pieces I got, these would probably be a little more expensive because I am taking the average. We're just going to call these, a dollar, what did I say, $1.36 earlier per. I've got a dark wash Joe's jeans. Joe's does pretty well, especially when it's in great condition. Always check the hems to make sure that they don't have any major wear. A little bit of wear there, but that is definitely okay. I will disclose that in my listing, and I expect to go onto Poshmark. Probably Poshmark for a lot of these pants, actually. I've got some J. Crew Cafe Capris in size 4 in a super bright color. I've got almost an identical looking pair, only this time it is Club Monaco in a size 12. I probably am going to try these on before I post them, because if these fit me, which they should, I might just keep them on for summer. Another Club Monaco, this time a Kennedy fit, and these look to me like they might be men's just because of the way that they're designed. They are khaki, and a kind of a heavier khaki with buttons down the front. I'm going to look up this cut online. I expect these to sell on eBay. I usually don't put men's items up on Poshmark. I just find they don't sell as quickly, although as more men start going to Posh, that might be changing. Loft pair of black Ann pants. These are just really great workwear. Didn't spend a lot on them, so I don't need to make, I don't need to put them up for a huge amount to make my money back. So I'll pop those up on eBay. Ooh, these were a really good find. These are BCBG Max Azara, or Max Azaria, always pronounce that wrong, and they are a size 4. They are black striped workwear, and they are new with tags, which is always something that you want to see, especially when shopping at the bins. These I'm expecting to put up on Poshmark. I've got some lavender AG jeans. AG standing for Adriana Goldschmied. And these are size 29 in the Stevie ankle, the slim straight. Anything slim or skinny usually does rather well. But this brand in particular, I can't keep in stock in my store. It sells so quickly, which is always great to see. These are in really great condition. They're a light purple color. I think they're coming across a little pink on the screen, but they are a lavender, really, really pretty pant. Next up is a pair of Not Your Daughter's jeans, and these are in a black corduroy fabric. These are another phenomenal seller for me. I can't keep these in my store as well. They're probably going to go up on eBay just because I know there's a lot of people looking for this exact pair of pants. This is going to be a 14P. The petite is not great, but the size 14 is definitely great. I think the stats say for America that is the average size for women nowadays. So hopefully there's a lot of ladies looking for them. I've got another size 4 of Ann work pants. This time it's kind of an oatmeal light tan color. They are cuffed on the bottoms, and just a really go-to solid work pant for somebody who works in an office. I've got a J. Crew high waist skinny. I think these are going to do really well because, as I said earlier, the skinny does well, as does the high waist. And these are just a little tiny size 27 and really thin, but they the bottoms look really good. It looks like they were only worn a few times. So I will see what I can get probably on Poshmark with those. And for my last pair of jeans, I've got a 7 for All Mankind Skinny Fit. These are in really, really nice condition. They are a rust color, kind of deep, deep red. I'm going to put these up on Posh and see how they do. Okay, what's up next? I think next I've got skirts and shorts. So I'm just going to dive right in with the first one. This is, I'm going to pronounce it wrong, Odelai. And this is a brand sold through Poshmark. And I really liked this skirt because all of the buttons are different, which I thought was really clever. It's about a knee-length skirt, and I think it's going to do well on Poshmark. I've got a Banana Republic skirt here, size 4. It's got a really cool cut. It kind of flares out on the legs. This is a short. It comes above the knee. I'm probably going to end up selling this on eBay just because it's a little more kind of, you know, it's a little more basic, and I usually put my more basic things up on eBay. I've been finding a lot of this brand lately, Piazza Sempione, and beautiful, beautiful material. This happens to be a gorgeous wool skirt. It's got, you know, the button closures here on top. It's got some great pockets along the sides, and it goes right about to the knee. It's in a good size, I would say. Let me see. I think that's an Italian, so I'll have to look it up. But if I had to guess, I would say it's at least a size 12. And I'm going to list this over on eBay because I saw that this brand sells rather well over there. Next up is just a very, very basic Lewin Gray skirt, which is Lewin Gray is a division of the Gap. And it's kind of more of their loungewear, if you will. It's got boxes on it, really cozy, comfortable material. I'm thinking I'm probably going to post this over on Posh just because I feel with the design, people are going to want to see what it looks like on them. This next one that I got is this is called a union made tag. When we still had the clothing, the unions here in America, whenever you see this is a really good sign. You know that it's, number one, going to be a vintage piece, and number two, if you're posting on certain venues, when you can say that it's, you know, union made and have a picture of this, and it makes the piece more desirable. Now this is a long off-white skirt. I did notice a few teeny flaws in it. I think there's maybe some, here we see kind of a little bit of a stain. I'm going to see if I can get that out. And when I finally decide to start my Etsy vintage clothing store, that will be a piece that I put in there. This next skirt it has a lot of fabric to it. It literally wraps around you a few times, and it's really quite heavy. The brand is Cos, and it's a size 34, so that's a good size. Actually, you know what, now that I'm looking at it, that's probably size 34 European, because that is not a large skirt. I looked this brand up online on eBay, and it looks to be doing pretty well, so I'm going to post it up there and see how it does. Continuing with the skirts, I have another BCBG Max Azaria, got it right that time, and this is a long pencil skirt. There's nothing too special about it. Now that I'm looking at it, I think the hem is coming off just a little bit, so I might take it to my dry cleaner to get that tacked back on. But BCBG does rather well either on Posh or on eBay, so there's a few places I can take that. And then I've just got a pair of J. Crew City Fit shorts. I figure when summer rolls around, pop these up on either Posh or eBay and definitely get my money out of them. Next up, I want to show you some of the men's items that I purchased. Again, this is all at the bins. This is all, you know, $1.36 or whatever per item. The first one is a long sleeve knit Thurwith. I know I pronounced that wrong. This brand does really well in men's button downs. And so I thought, hey, get it in the long sleeve knit and see how it does on eBay. I've got a Ryn Spooner Sports. Anybody that knows the Ryn Spooner name, they do, or I think they used to do, this is definitely a retro piece, really, really busy men's Hawaiian shirts. And this one is for the Ohio State Buckeyes football team. And I looked up similar on eBay for this, and they go from anywhere from $25 to like $50, depending on the team and, you know, who wants it. So I'm definitely going to be getting my money back out of this one. And it's just a really busy, interesting shirt. This is a Disneyland, Disney World polo shirt, and it has embroidery for Pirates of the Caribbean and then a scene from Pirates of the Caribbean. And I thought, you know, hey, Disney does really well on eBay. Let's see who wants this shirt. I've got a sports jacket. I try to stay away from men's suiting as much as possible. I just don't know anything about it. But I do know you can type in any name that you find on it and see how it does. This brand seems to do pretty well online. It's just a really nice, subtle, striped wool jacket. The problem that I have with men's suiting is, especially when I just get the top blazer, I never know if it's a sports coat and doesn't need pants with it, or if it's part of a suit, who's going to want just the tops or just the bottoms to a suit. And the whole thing confuses me, so I usually end up not getting them. But again, the bins, cheap clothing, let's give it a whirl. This one is a men's tank top. It is a Uniqlo tank, but it is a Michael Bastion, I guess. He's a designer that did a collab. Super lightweight, so I grabbed it. It looked to be in pretty good shape. Usually I will not buy Uniqlo just because it doesn't sell. The resale value is not really there. But it's a collaboration, so let's give it a try. I have a J. Crew small button-down work shirt. I know these do really well online, so I'm gonna wash it up and steam it up and see how much I can get for it on eBay. Oh, I love, 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 love selling this brand. Vineyard Vines has a great resale value on eBay. Sells really fast. A lot of people are looking for it. This is a basic men's work shirt. I looked everywhere to try to find a flaw with it. I didn't find any. So hopefully I will be able to list this for quite high, maybe even in the $40 range. And that would just be absolutely lovely. And this last piece of menswear, I thought it was women's because of the bright pink color. But Sid Mashburn makes shorts for men in Brooklyn. And I grabbed these. They're in great shape. These are going to be posted during the summer on eBay. And the resale value on these stays quite high. So apparently Sid has a following. So you go, Sid. Okay, I've got two more categories to go through. First up is going to be dresses. I snatched this J. Crew size 8 cotton dress, and it's got some really interesting design. I did notice one of the buttons is a little loose, so I'm going to have my my dry cleaner sew that back up, but I am going to post this online, probably eBay, for a quick flip. This next dress is silk, and it's Parker. I love, love the Parker brand. These are beautiful dresses. They're great quality. They've got wonderful resale value. I'm expecting to put this up on Poshmark. It is a longer dress, which is always great, and it's got an empire waist, so a lot of different keywords there to use. Here is my second piece of Free People that I found at the bins this go around. And it is just a cotton top with a really fun print design at the bottom. It is a extra small, so it's a little tiny piece. I'm going to be putting that up on my Poshmark account. I've got a pretty basic Loft dress in a deep blue, almost purple color. It's in wonderful condition. It goes right about to the knee. It's a little more summery without sleeves, but a great investment. I think I'm going to definitely get my money back out of that one. I've got a very high-end dress that I found. When I first found it, it was all tangled up, but as soon as I saw the Reiss tag, I knew that I wanted it. It is a formal dress, and I'm probably not fitting it right. Here we go. It is a deep blue color. It is full length in a beautiful design. The back has a crisscross on it that looks lovely. I am going to take this into the dry cleaner, get this dry cleaned, and have it looking amazing when I go to resell it. I find that formal dresses take a super long time to sell because, you know, you don't really need a formal dress for every occasion. But when it's a Reiss and it's at the bins, you have to get it because you will definitely make your money back on it. Hell Bunny Vixen is a brand I'm not familiar with, but it is a 2XL and it is absolutely adorable. It looks kind of like a bit of a pinup style. And so I am going to be looking this one up online, selling it on eBay. It's got Swiss dots on it, which I absolutely love. And I think this is going to do really well for those ladies who like to look like pinups. I have a Nasty Gal. This is not the first time that I've found this brand, but it is the first time I've purchased it because it was so inexpensive. This is a white full-length dress with a very large slit up the side. It is white, so I did notice a few stains on it, the biggest one being right here on the front. And so I'm going to be washing this up really nicely, seeing if I can get that out. If I can't get it out, then I might just end up redonating it because it didn't cost me a lot of money and it's not worth my time if I can't get it clean. And then I have a new with tags Asos dress. It is maternity, which I really liked because I figured, you know, pregnant women who are looking for some really fashionable clothing, Asos is definitely a place you can go to, and it's just a really beautiful black dress with extra expanders on the side for the growing belly. So I'm going to pop that up on my eBay store, and I just have a few pieces left. These are jackets and blazers for women. Really quickly, I've got a Club Monaco. I know, I'm finding it now that I'm looking for this brand, I'm finding it absolutely everywhere. It is a really thin corduroy jacket, buttoned down up front, and it would look so cute with a pair of dark jeans. I'm going to be posting that on eBay. I've got a super basic Ann Taylor blazer for work. It's got some cute little details here, posting that up on eBay for somebody who needs to go to a professional meeting. And the last piece that I got at the bins, I did not recognize the name, but I did look it up and it looks to do rather well. It is made out of mainly linen, which is always a good sign. This is a Kailiana artwear. Again, I'm not familiar with it, but the resale value does look rather good. It's kind of maybe a mandarin style cut, kind of jacket, oversized jacket. I am going to be giving this to my dry cleaner to make it look super presentable and posting it up on eBay. So there is my haul from Sunday when I went to the bins in Queens, New York. Give this video a thumbs up if you want to see more of my local bins. I do have a larger haul that I can do, not from this week, but from last week that I haven't gotten sorted yet. So I still have that on hand. Let me know in the comments if you want to see that, and please come and visit me on Instagram. I'm at New York Thrifter. Bye-bye.